Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, this is the National Football League.
Greg Zuerlein set to get us started here, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Off of play action, here's Smith. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now it's Smith. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Now 2nd and 5. Now Gino. Flushed out right. He finds Smith and Jigba. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down. Walker with another carry. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 41 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Smith. Flush to his right. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll fake it. Now Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. 76 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Rodgers now on first down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. picked off by Devin Witherspoon. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
To throw on second down is Smith, escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And check down, complete to Hall. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Julian Love picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing is Rodgers. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The final shot here before break. Smith. They'll roll him out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Nwangu now from his end zone. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That one taken in by Corley. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Under pressure, they got him again. Derek Hall drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. From his goal line here, Smith rolling to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the right sideline. And all the way in Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers, and they open the lead up now to 25. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Rodgers going to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's Rodgers. They're looking at 3rd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive. There he goes, right side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. He'll buy some time right. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
2nd and 10. Smith again. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rodgers. This completes to Corley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. And again, it's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. And Smith's throw into the hands of Fant. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Straight ahead, Walker. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Again, Walker. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. Stiff-armed him. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. Now Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. This will be caught at about the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on first and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. So the drive there took 6 plays. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know
it got his man complete. Down the sideline he goes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Myers for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camp.